By the way, Obama just was in the Rose Garden. Listen to this. I think there's somebody that lives in his head rent-free.
Apple rolled out a new mobile operating system, and within days they found a glitch, so they fixed it. I don't remember anybody suggesting Apple should stop selling iPhones or iPads, or threatening to shut down the company if they didn't. That's not how we do things in America. We don't actively root for failure.
We don't actively root for failure. Yes, we did. Yes, we did, and we still do. But Apple did not have a glitch in their operating system that anybody knew about. This is a gross mischaracterization. Apple did not have what? Those of you who've loaded iOS 7, what's the glitch? What went wrong? You can't name anything. Outside maybe your installation didn't work, but there's no glitch with it. Not that you would notice. Emmy's Soundbite 21 again. This is Obama mere moments ago in the Rose Garden, out there bellyaching about people, bellyaching about his exchanges being full of it. And by the way, here's some stats for you. Only 1 out of every 8 Americans even know the exchange is open today. That's the most recent polling data I saw. Now, you run the numbers here in your head. Only 1 out of 8 people know. Can you imagine if 2 out of 8 people knew and were trying to get logged on today? This is an utter disaster. And here's how Obama, I want you to hear this again because I have additional comments, addressed it moments ago in the Rose Garden.
Apple rolled out a new mobile operating system, and within days they found a glitch, so they fixed it. I don't remember anybody suggesting Apple should stop selling iPhones or iPads, or threatening to shut down the company if they didn't. That's not how we do things in America. We don't actively root for failure.
I know. I live rent-free in his head. Two things. First place, has anybody forcing you to buy an iPhone? Is anybody forcing you to buy an iPad? Is anybody forcing you to install iOS 7? Is anybody making you do anything with Apple? No. We are being forced to go to this stupid website. We are being forced into Obamacare. They've had 3 years to get it right, and they don't have the slightest idea what they're doing. If we don't buy an iPhone or an iPad or install iOS 7, will we be fined? Does Apple have an army of IRS agents prowling the country trying to figure out who is and who isn't buying their products? And will then audit them if they don't know. That is not for him to compare the mandatory purchase of health insurance through the government to Apple is disingenuous and dishonest. Apple also did not have a glitch. Now, there may have been people who didn't like it. There may have been people scared by it because it's a totally new user interface. Functionally, it's pretty much the same, although there's some really cool improvement. I happen to actively love it. But that's a personal choice or preference, and you don't have to use it if you don't want to. But there wasn't a glitch. Do you know what there was? They had to issue a point update, some 0.2 update, because some troll was sitting out and found out that if you punch the home button twice and then scroll up the control center and hit on the camera icon and then hit the home button twice, the power button 3 times, you can get into the camera. There is not one user who's going to go through any of that to try to use the camera. All they're going to do is hit the camera icon. So Apple issued a patch that shut down that was called a security glitch. Somebody might be able to get into your camera. Other said you might be able to get into the telephone app and make a phone call, and then might have access to the contact list on the phone. But the hoops that people would have to go through to get that, You know, somebody that's sitting out there with pimples on his face and in his blue jeans or underwear all day long gets his phone, gets iOS 7, and sits there for 15 hours trying to figure out how to defeat it, comes up with this convoluted thing, and issues a story saying there's a security flaw in the iPhone. There was no glitch. This is common for updates in new operating systems. I'm not defending Apple, but I'm telling you, Apple isn't forcing anybody to pay for their mistakes. Apple is not forcing anybody to buy their phones or their iPads or use their operating system, and Apple doesn't find anybody that doesn't. Apple's never threatened anybody with jail time. For the President of the United States to sit there and compare his boondoggle of a program to the most valuable company in the world, it's got the highest brand. It's Apple just zoomed past Coca-Cola in brand favorability and ID. And I think their head of Exxon has the most valuable. They're worth more than anybody, any other company. But it's all been because people have chosen. We don't have a choice with Obamacare. Not only do we not have a choice, we got to put up with the incompetence that we run into and encounter when we're forced to use it. Oh, Apple computer. You know, they rolled out a new operating system, found a glitch, they fixed it, and that's what we're working on. Fix the glitch. Wouldn't know how to fix the glitch. You guys don't even admit you got a glitch. That's your problem. You people on the left are a glitch. Liberalism is a glitch. We're faced with the biggest damn glitch every damn day in this country. What's the fix for it? Hell, everybody out here is just doing their best to try to stay as unaffected by it as they can.